That was a good one, Toho.
Very nice.
Welcome, everyone, to a serious mating podcast. I am joined here with my lovely host, the real Toho,
Hello.
HD360, the other not-so-lovely host, the Clumsy King, and our lovely
Hello.
guest, Papa DX, sponsored by Dr. Pepper himself. Welcome
Can you do the clap
to the
again?
podcast. Yep, clap it up, everybody.
I think I'm clapping for myself. Maybe not.
You are. Welcome
Well-
to the podcast. You are our first guest. How does that feel?
I am excited and thrilled.
Underwhelming?
Yes, I am. I'm
Just a
beyond
hint
nervous.
of underwhelming.
A little bit, but I'm like, dude, this is my first podcast, and I want to thank my mom and like
Us
literally
too.
no one else, just my mom.
Just Mom. All right. So I would like to welcome you as our first guest. You're a bit of a lab rat, I would say.
Oh wow,
that's,
that makes
that's
me feel
probably
better.
not how I should address guests, but we're all
When I
learning
think of
here.
DX, I hear sirens in the background. Like,
I'm known as a Siren Head channel now. Is that correct?
Pretty much, I guess. All right, we'll get to that in a second. But first, we have our hard-hitting internet question of the week, sponsored by Toho. Toho, I hear you got a banger.
Snickers. I don't
Thanks,
do
Steve.
it.
I made up for
Don't do
last
us.
week because I missed it last week. So.
Yeah, you did. You did your homework though this time, I can tell.
Our question this week comes from Bread Guy. Shout out Bread Guy. And he said, "Who are your current favorite YouTubers?"
All right.
Anyone that would like to start, or do you want me to start?
Who-
or
who's
you better
answering this
second to
question?
Think?
Ooh, all right. All right. You want to go first, Clumsy?
Yeah, off the top of my head, myself.
Okay.
All right.
And I don't really
Oh,
watch
yeah.
anyone else,
Okay.
so...
All right.
uh,
That hurts.
oh, gee. I think I only watch Toho.
What?
Out of... I mean,
You mean other
I'm only
Australians,
subscribed
right?
to Toho.
What do you mean?
So,
Are- Okay, that only hurts a little because I don't totally care about your opinion. Moving on to somebody a bit more relevant myself, I would say one of my favorite YouTubers is actually the duo Ethan Mark over on Unis Honest. Banger videos and something totally different right now. I think it's
Shut
really interesting that they're going to delete their channel in 6 months. I've been debating doing that myself for the past 4 years. So I think I kind of had that idea first, but I thought it was really cool that they were involving their fans, and I got to be in one of their videos, so I'm a bit biased. It was for bathing myself
Sorry,
in
are you-
painful
are you
ice
just-
water.
Are you just naming them so you can, brag?
Yeah, a little bit, but I was
Because
going
if
to be a
so,
bit more subtle.
Matt Pat is one of my favorite YouTubers.
Oh, dear
I can't
God.
believe you didn't say
Yes,
that.
I don't know if you know this, but
I'm telling
he
him
said
that
my
you
name.
didn't name him. I'm telling him that you didn't name him. That's
I'm gonna make
insulting.
a 10-hour video of Matt Pat saying my name on repeat today, and that's gonna
You
happen.
said that last time.
Yeah, well, I
Go
forgot.
again.
Okay, people forget. Toho.
Yeah, people forget. Okay, all right. DX, who's your favorite YouTuber at the moment? I mean,
So first of all YouTubers, they come and go. You don't like them for only amount of time. Dude, I feel so much pressure on me right now. All right.
yeah,
So
just because.
basically, I like PewDiePie. Number one,
Oh.
PewDiePie. He's always going to be
Mm.
king for me,
Ooh,
100%.
Yeah,
Floor
But-
game.
Floor
Then
Gang. Yeah,
Floor Gang.
Dude.
I'm sitting in here because I can't stand Clumsy has a fancy desk and all that crap. He's a very privileged.
It is not fancy. You should see it. It's trash.
But
It's made of plywood.
oh my. But favorite YouTubers, it just switches around a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like these random channels. For the most part, I just go onto my about page, or not about page, but a home page, and then just click on whatever I see and just watch that.
yeah.
That's
You get
what I like.
sent down some rabbit holes. I ended up watching a bunch of do-it-yourself woodworking videos for a full day, and I don't even know how to spell wood, so I don't know how I got there, but yeah, you just fads come and go,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Shout out to Sinago. I've actually been watching him. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a 3D pen artist,
Oh,
and I think he's Korean.
Yeah,
all of
see,
his
that's what I'm
videos-
saying.
Yeah,
It's
And-
you just go on these random YouTuber chains, and it's first of all you're watching pin videos and artists, and it's something you would never watch, but then you're like, hey, this is pretty interesting,
Yeah.
Can
Look,
we
this is super
do a little
side
thing
question.
before you
Oh,
start.
sorry.
Can we do a game within our group of guessing who Toho watches
Ooh,
on YouTube?
all right.
Because I would like to go first.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Is it Brian's toy reviews?
That was my guess. God,
How the hell would you know?
I can tell.
I
I
hacked
can tell.
YouTube.
Yeah. So wait, Toho, who is your actual? Who you rocking right now?
Look, it's hard to say, but my number one at the moment is probably a guy called Creator. He's good mates with Laserbeam,
Ah,
as the Aussies may or may not know. But yeah, I really like him because of his just Aussie humour, and he's pretty. He has no filter.
I'm in my
Something
ute.
I aspire to be like. So.
I'm in my ute going to Macca's. I've got my
God.
thongs on. I'm watching out for the drop bears. They're all dangerous. It's like that, right? It's exactly like that. Exact. Am I banned from Australia now? Like, I don't even have a passport, but like, is it legally not allowed for me to enter the country yet?
I don't think you should just for your own safety.
I don't know. I'm scared of your country. I don't know actually how you guys survive there. Everything is dangerous there, from like the spiders to the kangaroos to clumsy. I don't know what's more deadly.
We whisper to snakes. We like parcel tongue from Harry Potter, and we have like spider tongue and koala tongue. There's not many left, but
You guys
when
have
they do
Toho
come
tongue?
to us,
Okay, wait, hold
Yeah.
up. Before, while we're on the Australia topic, what is the biggest spider y'all seen in person? Because I heard they get to be like this big over there.
well, there's
Dude.
camel spiders in like the Middle East, and they don't get that big. But I've seen
you ride them?
huntsmen like the size of my face.
Like in person.
Yeah.
What do you
Like,
do?
Do you die? Do you just like, do you sit
Are
there
we
and
allowed
wait
to
for
swear
death?
on this podcast?
Yeah,
or are we, like,
you can do
family
whatever.
friendly?
You can do
Yeah.
whatever.
So I pretty much shit my pants.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago, I was at work and I sat down on the ground, and this close to my face was a redback,
Ooh.
which is a black widow in America.
Yeah.
And
Those are
I just
really
like
deadly.
looked to my left, and it was like looking at me in the eyes.
Aren't you
And
like
I-
supposed to not move like at all if those like come at you?
That's T-Rexes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ah,
you've been
yeah.
watching too
I
much
can-
Jurassic Park.
sorry.
I
Yeah.
can one up you. There was a time that there was like a massive. I probably should know this. It was just like a brown one. Is it a huntsman? Clumsy, help me out here.
Yeah.
There was a massive like huntsman looking. I'm sorry, Pete. there was a massive huntsman on the wall, right? Oh, this is when I was
Yep.
a bit younger, and didn't know how to get rid of it. So I've called in Dad, and he's got like a colander, like a pot thing, and
Yeah.
he's held it up to the wall where the spider was, and you do the classic bit of paper, you put it in the colander, kind of like disappear thing. Anyway, so he's done that. The spider's gone into this little like bowl looking thing, and he's taken it outside, and he's like just thrown it outside. Anyway, as all dads do, he's come back in with that bowl, and he's like kind of put it over my head to scare me, like, oh, there's a spider there. But then looking inside, it was still in there, and he's bloody put it on my head.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh my
I don't,
God.
they're not. I don't think they're poisonous,
that
are
would-
they? They just like eat insects.
Look,
I
they're
don't know.
huge, and
Yeah,
that's all I'm.
that's terrifying enough. All right, I've got my own
Can I-
deadly spider story. Hold on one sec. This was traumatizing to me, so I need to get it out. All right, I was home alone. I think I was like 12 or something. Don't know if that's legal or not. And there was this like spider. Must have been huge, like the size of like a quarter, something like that.
Yeah,
honestly,
massive.
like probably the most deadly thing in the world. And like I was freaking out because like 12-year-old me, I'm just trying to vibe, probably playing some games, watching some TV, and then
Drinking your
this
juice
dude,
box.
yeah, dude, drink my juice box, and this dude just
Sorry,
tries to
Dr.
invade
Pepper.
my space. Yeah,
There we go.
like, and so I did the most
What'd you
logical
do?
thing. I got the biggest kitchen knife I could find, and I might have just started screaming and like stabbed the thing, and then kind of like in my sweaty rage-induced trance, might have just gone a little crazy, and yeah, I kind of went crazy and stabbed a spider in my house.
You murderer.
Yeah, I'll say it. I
Spider.
don't. Yeah, and I went on to be a biologist. I love nature and everything, but I just
Wait, none of that's true.
spiders just don't vibe with me. All right. And to this day, I'm not sure if my neighbors heard me just screaming in my house at 12, just running by the window with the knife, just screaming like, I don't know what that kid's up to. But yeah, you know, middle school, crazy times. But yeah, I probably almost died.
Do
you know,
you
like,
have a harrowing spider story, DX? We've all shared our spider stories.
Oh gosh. I mean, to be honest, if I
Have
see
you
a
ever come
spider-
face to face with the demon itself?
I mean, okay, dude, I have this one. Okay, so basically, way back, like when we were super young, like 12, 11, somewhere around there. Me and my
Last
friend Aaron, yeah, last year, me and my friend Aaron were out there playing tag in the front yard. We had a bunch of other people, but it was so basically it's at nighttime and we call it flashlight tag. And there's the
Ooh.
guy that's tagging people has
And-
a flashlight.
I love
And
that.
Just to for the Australians, it's Tiggy in the dark.
Is that what
is
you
what
call
we
it?
call it. Yeah,
Oh,
Tiggy in the
spotlight.
dark.
That does sound catchy.
But what
Okay,
about,
let's not get into
Don't
that.
you talk back to me, though.
okay, but
It's Tiggy in the dark.
there was this huge cobweb, and earlier that day I told Aaron, don't go over there because there's the spider was really like that big on there, and it was like, you know, one of the multicolored looking spiders. And then so later that night we were out running around trying to hide, and all of a sudden he ran straight through it, and it was a big spider on his face, and he's like, what's going on? What did I just run through? And I didn't tell him it was on there because I wanted him to chill out, because he's like,
Dude.
what just happened? I think it ran through a spider web. And then went up and whacked him with my shoe on his face.
Was the spider
But
on him?
I don't have any. Yeah, there was a spider on him. I don't
Ooh.
have any spider stories like resulting in me. Only my friend, because I wasn't dumb enough to run through the cobweb.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that does sound deadly. Honestly, I can't believe your friend had to go through that. So like, you know, Spider-Man though, right? He got superpowers from that. Is that
Yeah.
is that code name for Tom Holland?
yes.
Dude, all right. So I think next podcast we're gonna get Tom Holland on.
Yeah, I
That'll be
think-
pretty cool.
I mean, I know he's not saving.
Are we gonna
the-
call it
the
Tom
world
Holland
and
Minecraft as well?
Tom Holland Minecraft, yeah. We're
Why,
Get all those
why
views.
Minecraft?
Yeah. So just, you know, I feel like Tom Holland would enjoy playing Minecraft. But yeah, speaking of super scary stories, DX, you've recently kind of made a name for yourself in the horror community, buddy.
That was smooth. That was pretty
Yeah, that
smooth.
was pretty smooth. Thank you. It's like I'm.
Can we get a sound effect clap
Yeah.
for that?
I'm not gonna put in a sound effect clap. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
just sad.
congratulations, by the way, on hitting
Thank you.
40K. That's
Thank you.
pretty impressive since you literally just hit 30. That has been a big.
We're on our way to 50, my dude.
What
on
are
our
your
way to
secrets?
50.
Please.
Well,
Yeah, tell us. Tell us.
boobs in the thumbnail. You know how it was boobs in the thumbnail? Well, now
Yeah.
it's Siren Head in the thumbnail, and
Now
then
it's
bam, you're instant YouTube famous.
Write that down.
Right.
Yeah,
So pretty much, I think like, I don't know, from at least what I've seen, you were like one of the first people I saw like playing Siren Head stuff. At least like the Fallout 4 mod. Like, I had seen the game on Itch.io like a while ago, because that game is like a couple years old at this point. But the Fallout 4 mod was like more recent, and I think you were one of the first like Let's Play channels to make a video on it. Like, did you have any
Right.
idea about the creature like at all? Like, did you do much research into it before that, or?
Before the Fallout 4 mod, I did play that one PS1 remake looking Siren Head horror
Yeah.
game. I think it was just called Siren Head, like all
Yeah.
the Siren Head games are. But so I saw this guy's video that went viral. I kind of did dirty here, but I saw he got like 6 million views in like a
Oof.
week, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute, it's something ain't right. So then I did my own Siren Head on Fallout 4, and then it did pretty good. And then we did the hunting Siren Head because we really went out and found Siren Head. I mean, it was real.
Yeah, I
was
saw the
harrowing.
live stream. It was pretty
Hey,
intense.
It
Yeah.
was pretty realistic.
Yeah.
And then we made Siren Head after we found him live on a stream, and then it just went from there, dude.
Yeah.
All
But
things Siren Head on my channel gets like milli views instant.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of the biggest horror trends. I think a lot of people are comparing it to Slender Man because honestly, like, it's kind of like the same
It's like
deal.
2020
Just like,
Slender Man.
yeah, it's just like
Was
the biggest
Slender Man like
trend.
10 years ago?
It was like 2012, right? 2010? I don't remember.
That long
Like
ago.
while ago.
Somewhere
Yeah.
around 10 years ago.
Yeah, 8 to
So
10 years
if
ago.
we do the math, in 8 more years, we'll
There'll
be
be
able
another
to.
trend.
If we find anything long and black, that's a monster in a video game, and we all jump onto that train immediately.
Yeah, that could lead to something. I don't
Bam.
know.
Figured out
It's-
YouTube.
That's how trends work.
Bam.
But how long did the actual process of that like making Siren Head video take? Because I watched it. It looked like a big project.
Like 2 to 3 days because we had to wait for all the foam on him to dry.
Right.
But really, it wasn't a lot of hours combined into it. But we just had to do a lot of waiting, basically.
Has any of your neighbors seen like that Siren Head thing and just been like, "What are you
So,
doing?"
yeah.
And you know,
We've had to like give our neighbors some tools from the shop out there.
right.
And like I walked him in there and he was laying up against the wall and he was like, "My God, what is that?" And we're like, "Oh,
You
it's
don't want to know.
it's not satanic or anything, I
it's
promise."
just, yeah,
It's,
just,
it was for YouTube.
just your
Yeah, that's
average,
what we
you know.
told them anyway.
You should
But
you should do a ritual. You've got the Siren Head. You should do a ritual.
Put some
Something
candles out
Siren
around him in
Head.
the front
Yeah.
yard. Let
Yeah.
the neighbors see what's going on.
Summoning Siren
I
Head
think
at
that could
3
be a
a.m.
winning video.
I think
Yeah.
it would be. I know a lot of people wanted me to prank people with it.
Oh my God, could you imagine? just,
Summoning
like-
Siren Head?
There we
Yes.
go.
Exclamation mark? Question mark? Exclamation mark?
you know
Good
they the Sopranos like leaving the horse head in the bed thing to like send the
yeah.
message. Just leave Siren Head in somebody's bed so when they wake up it's just you might have to like knock down a
Full
couple of
12-foot
walls.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. But just leave Siren Head in somebody's bed while they're sleeping. I feel like that is just a banger idea. But
Easy.
yeah, you've been killing it honestly recently. Like your thing on TikTok got like 1 million views, something like that,
Dude.
right?
TikTok, I don't even know, man. It's so easy sometimes.
It does seem like TikTok just like stuff blows up for no reason. And like compared to YouTube, like being used to have things on YouTube just either get like nothing or like a couple hundred views to like having things on TikTok just blow up and get like hundreds of thousands. It does seem like
Something
pretty
that takes
crazy.
you like 4 hours to do, you get like 100 views. Then something that takes you like 12 minutes, you get like
Yep.
300,000 views.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Exactly.
It's really good.
It's kind of sad how that works.
So I want to ask, have you always been a fan of things that are scary, or have you had to like kind of come to
Oh,
Like,
that's a good
scary
question.
since having Siren Head?
Yeah, so like way back whenever I started doing YouTube, I watched, of course, PewDiePie do like horror videos,
Hmm.
and I was terrified of those games, dude. I couldn't even turn them on at all.
Yeah.
And I remember I had Outlast, but we never played it because we were terrified of it. And then finally, whenever I got my YouTube channel, I was like, all right, we're gonna record this crap and we're gonna do it. And then, I've kind of like built up a bit of a tolerance for horror now, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm getting better with it.
But
But
do
yeah.
you get anyone in your comments like ever saying you're faking your reactions? Because that's happened to me a few times, and I'm just
Yeah.
a bitch when it comes to horror games.
Yeah, like
I
I,
mean,
just scream.
sometimes- Yeah, but sometimes it happens. Not a whole lot. Like I used to think it would happen a lot more, but I mean, to be honest with you, they are not fake. I really scream my butt off sometimes.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like
sometimes
I
I'm
can
not
tell.
really
Yeah.
scared at all.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
just
you can tell when
depending on
people
what
are
it is.
faking.
Yeah.
It's like not too hard to tell if a fake like reaction, like something that's like overly exaggerated. But
It's
Like
like
any
when
of Pekan's
people,
videos.
yeah, pretty much like every one of my videos is fake. Everything is scripted, honestly. I make like a 2-hour script for every single video. But I feel like a lot
Weren't
of
you
people
telling me you record all your gameplays like 4 times over Pekan until you get the perfect one? or give up?
listen.
Only
Um,
Beacon.
you signed a disclosure, right? So you're not.
Oh,
legally
was I
allowed
not meant to
talk
say
about-
that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I feel like everybody kind of goes through like the same process. At least like horror YouTubers, where like everybody starts off like very, very much hesitant to play like any type of horror game because like honestly, playing a horror game alone, like even today, if I were to start up a horror game like by myself, like not recording at all, it would be terrifying to me. But knowing
Right.
like that I'm kind of recording for an audience, I think it's like a different like atmosphere almost, and it almost makes it like that
easier.
I'm not alone. Yeah, it's like a little easier
Yeah,
to
I
go
agree
through.
with you there.
You know what makes
Yeah.
it twice as easy? I found is because I'm honestly like the biggest bitch when it comes to horror games. But when I know that like PCam, when you're editing my video, like, I knew if you were editing that, like I was putting on a show for you, not really anyone else. So I was putting on my big boy pants for you,
Yeah, I could tell.
which made it
sometimes.
easier.
Yeah, you would like leave little messages in the video for me, and I'm like, do I just leave this in to make him look like a fool? And I feel like you were predicting that almost in like what you were saying because you knew that I would be watching, which is
'Cause
something
know
I
you're a
didn't
dick.
think of. Yeah, like people
Yeah.
with editors, they must like think of that beforehand because if I like mess up in video and I just like forget how to talk for a bit, I can just cut that out. Like nobody needs to know. Normally I just leave it in because making myself look like an idiot, it's funny. But like once you have an editor,
If I
you kinda,
messed
like,
up the
don't.
intro, I had to like stop the camera and start it again
Yeah,
because I didn't want you to have access to that footage.
yeah, I know that feeling. Where I
yeah.
send crap to OJ, it's like, bro, I feel so insecure about everything.
Speaking of like working up and like starting off, I wanted to talk. Were you at the beginning of your channel? You said you were playing Outlast, right? So like, do you start off with like horror videos, or is that something you kind of just like got into over time more?
No, I started off full-fledged horror. 'Cause I
Okay.
saw like Markiplier, PewDiePie, and I was like,
Right,
"Yep, that's what I
right.
want to do."
Yeah, I think a lot of YouTube gaming people kind of followed the same route in terms of like who they looked up to. I feel like at least with people around our age, especially just because when we started watching YouTube, there was only a few people to watch, so everyone kind of got the same experience. But now I feel like there's so many different YouTubers that like everything's just getting more diverse. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of went through that same route with like watching Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, like all play the horror games. I like kind of did the horror stuff, but like I think it took me a lot longer to get into that. I was just kind of like overall indie stuff. I don't know, but were you guys? Was everyone here like pretty much horror to start off with? Toho, Clumsy, were you guys like mostly horror games?
Oh,
I
started
watched.
like Destiny, and then I kind of got into horrors more recently as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I like watching Markiplier when I first started and Jacksepticeye, and I was like more so wanted to do a personality thing rather than depend on like the genre of game I'm playing, which is horrible if you're starting off as a YouTuber because you don't have a niche and you just
Yeah.
like throwing stuff out there.
Yeah,
But-
it's really hard.
I think so with DX, you know, when people are inspired by YouTubers, usually you can tell who like they're inspired by in their videos. But I
Yeah.
can't tell with you, which is good. Like
Yeah.
usually you can like you're like, oh, that person's inspired by this person, and they're like kind of editing like them and stuff like that. But I can't tell that at all with you, which is
Well,
like
That's
you're
good.
your own.
Yeah,
What about me?
I've always thought about that.
Toho, honestly, I don't know what you are. You are like an odd
alien. We
case.
found
Yeah,
that last
yeah, we did
episode.
confirm that Toho is an
Toho, I
alien.
did. Your videos are good, dude. I just watched them.
They
They're
are.
good.
They
Yeah,
are
they're
great.
golden.
Yeah.
I seriously appreciate
The fact that the alien has been able to hide among us for so long is pretty impressive. But
Look at him. Is he really hiding?
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't want to further the theory, right? But I have two computers, and they're both Alienware in brand.
Dang,
Dude, I think
he's balling.
I'm gonna need to see that
Is that
birth
a-
certificate soon, Toho.
Is that a
I
sponsorship?
sponsored by. Did you get us an alien sponsorship, Toho? Like, can you make that happen? Can you
I'm
tell
sure
your
I'm not an alien, all right? I'm not a
All
bloody
right,
alien.
listen. I don't know. I still do not believe you. But yeah, I completely agree, Dex. I don't think that like you fit in terms of like you seeing people kind of mirror like another person's style. Like when I look at you,
You're
I
not
just
trying
see,
to squeeze into somebody
yeah.
else's mold. You like
Yeah.
Dang, that makes me feel good,
Make
y'all.
your own.
And that's
That
not
makes me
always
feel
like
good.
like a bad thing necessarily. A lot of people starting out like kind of mirror who inspired them to start. Like I think I probably did it like subconsciously. Like it's not always something that you're actively doing, but like yeah, I definitely don't see it with your channel, you know.
Well, I'd say that's good. I'd say if there was any style that I do kind of mimic, it's probably A.B. Ryan or Corey Kenshin. It's
Right.
somewhere around those two right there.
Right. And I think at like a certain point, it's not so much like mimicking, but just like sometimes you just get ideas from people in terms of like editing style and like you just try and make it your own. But I think
Yeah.
a lot of people do make a big deal about like if they see similarities, they kind of point it out to a certain point. Like I've had people like tell me to be myself more, which kind of like is weird to me because I'm like I am myself, but like I
yeah,
can
I've met
see
you in
where they're
real
coming
life. You're a
from.
weirdo.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of hard to get across that I'm just a natural sociopath making videos. But
I've seen this man eat ribs with a knife and fork.
Hey, I do the same thing though, my dude.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Listen, you can't gang up on me.
Maybe it's an
all
American
right?
thing.
Yeah, you can't gang up on. I don't know eating the ribs. I think that is just a weird thing with fork and knife. I'll accept that, but like you can't gang up on me. All right, it's no longer two Australians. All right, this is America time. God damn it.
Let me go into my ute and off the Mac as I go.
Oh yeah, you wanna
Wait,
I'll
hold
go
up.
to my ute?
Can both of y'all do an American accent?
Probably
I
much
wanna
better
I
hear
have
than
an American
Australian.
girlfriend. And,
Yeah, that's not fair.
I mean, fiance now. And
yeah, ooh,
her
I'm telling
mom,
her.
every time she says hi to me, she's like, "Oh, hi, John."
Is that what you
So-
think Americans sound like?
That's what she sounds like. All right, she's from San
Oh.
Francisco. She's like,
Oh.
"Oh, hi, John."
I don't know.
How
Does
you
that
going,
count
John?
as? Oh, okay.
Sounds like a northern accent, sort of.
Yeah. I
How
don't
you
know.
doing
That's-
there, mate?
Honestly,
Only know one word. Only know one word.
Can you
What
guys
would it
do
say?
Australian?
oh, I definitely can. I want to hear Toho's word.
Yeah, let's hear toes.
Yeah, bear, right? So in Australia we just say bear, but in America you like pronounce the A and the E, so you say bear.
Bear.
Get them
I
goddamn
got-
bears.
Bear.
Bears.
Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, that sounds like I don't know. Like you just
Johnny, get
forget
the
the letter.
bear.
You just forget the letter. Is that what you guys do? You just forget an entire letter in a word?
We forget. You know how like the alphabet has 26 letters? Ours
does?
has 14.
You guys do abbreviate a lot of stuff. It's kind of weird, honestly.
Trying to
But,
go, mate?
Yeah,
You trying to go?
mate? Yeah, you
Trying to
think
go,
that I
mate?
can't do an Australian accent, man? I'm just gonna go in.
I'll
my
wait at the
ute.
bloody bus stop for you. 3 o'clock
Hey.
on the dot.
Yeah, you guys have time there?
Again, we have half the numbers. So
You
our clock goes
abbreviate.
around 4 times instead of twice for 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's,
Do you guys
that's
know what a
confusing.
servo is?
A what?
A servo.
A servo?
You mean like a little engine part that like moves?
Yeah.
No,
What is
No.
that? What is that?
it's short for service station,
Oh,
like a petrol
Oh.
station.
Oh,
I didn't
a
know
servo.
So do you guys know what a tip is?
A tip? Like, I mean, there's a few definitions I know for the tip.
It's a
but what-
place.
A
I was
place.
thinking it was the tips.
If
we
you're
give
going to the tip,
e-girls.
Ah, no. No, I don't know what a tip is in terms of
do you
a
want to answer
place.
Soho? My Australian amigo.
Is it a penis? Hold on.
I don't know what it's called.
It's
I'm not from
dump.
up there. But
You got wait. You guys
The,
have
the
different.
dump,
The dump?
the
whatever
tip,
you
the
call
dump, the place where all the garbage goes.
You'll call it the tip.
Why do you call it the tip?
Oh, that.
Why is it the tip? Is there a reason?
What do you guys call where all your trash gets taken to?
Just
like
the
a
dump?
landfill?
Yeah, landfill and dump. Yeah.
So dump is universal. We call it the tip.
Yeah. Why is
In
it a tip though?
Queensland. I don't know. Don't ask me about my culture ever again.
I feel like you should know because it's your culture. I don't know.
You,
Is that
you give me any American word and I'll be able to tell you what it is.
freedom, rights?
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah, you guys don't have laws. I keep forgetting over there. It's yeah. So I'm
Do you guys
sorry.
know what the words free healthcare means?
All right.
Moving on.
That is
All right,
foreign
so-
to me.
Mr. Papa, sir, of the ex gods. When you okay, so your first video that blew up, what was it? What was your reaction? And how did it make you feel inside?
First video ever. Like,
Yeah, just
Was it
ever-
the
first
Multiply
general.
one?
No. Okay, so it was this My Little Pony horror game. It was like Pinkie
Yep.
Pie's Cupcake Party, and
I
it got like
remember that.
150,000 views or something like that.
Dang.
And it was
Those
pretty
ones really
crazy.
did blow up. That was
Yeah,
like
that
halfway
game-
between Slenderman and Siren Head, like
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
pony.
It
That
was-
game blew up for a
Ponies
lot
were
of
pretty
people.
popular for a little bit, and then it didn't get any comments on it or likes at all. So it was like,
Hmm.
what's the point in it blowing up? No one
Yeah.
even like really engaged
would
with
feel a
it.
bit
So it's
weird.
like, okay, that sucks. But I did have a video that got like 15,000 way back in like 2016 or something. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then yeah, that was pretty much my first videos to blow up.
So real quick, when did you start your channel?
November 19th of 2016. I have it wrote down over there.
Okay.
Can I
put it up
show
on the
y'all this
wall?
actually real quick?
Yeah.
So basically, check this out. I made this. This is super childish of me. I don't know if y'all can read it, but I'll tell you what it's on it. You can see it when you see my recording. It says start date 2016, November 19th, and it has a goal of 50,000 wrote on it.
Oh, that's
I've been dedicated to this crap since day one,
pretty
motherfreaker.
awesome.
So
Do you have a
what?
sorry. You
What
go
was the
ahead,
date you
Clumsy.
started again?
No, November 19th of 2016.
I started in October 18th of 2016.
I started in
man.
November 2015.
What am I doing?
Huh.
Oh,
What am I doing?
clumsy.
What am I
No.
doing?
I'm sorry.
Do I have to voice act another game? What do I need to do?
All right.
Do I
so
need to upload more than once a month?
do you
That's
do you
wrong,
have a
actually.
What's on the sheet? What's on the sheet? It was
yeah?
all
What
this
else is on the
stuff
sheet?
Yeah,
Because there's a lot
sorry.
on there.
You guys probably can't see it.
Tell us.
So it has all of these goals, like right here. It says 100 subscribers, 250, 500, and I marked them off. And then
Oh,
when
that's
it
pretty
got
awesome.
to like 4,000, I quit marking them off because I was like, I'm never gonna make it, boys. So then I threw this out. But right here it says, just do it, like Shia
Oh.
LaBeouf, just do it. And then
Honestly, that's pretty awesome.
but right here it says long-term goal 50,000 subscribers. I think it's probably mirrored for y'all, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty epic.
Do you have
guys.
a particular reason about 50,000, or is that just like a number that just stands out to you?
I heard Markiplier's channel exploded when he hit 50,000, so it might have had something to do with
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because for me, thinking
Once
I'd
you hit
probably
50,000,
like,
YouTube jumps in and they like start pushing you content.
I hope.
yeah, they just start pushing along. I mean, honestly, you're almost there. Like, it
I
seems
know,
like
dude.
you're like on track to hit that pretty soon. But like for me, I think it'd be like 100,000 because of the like silver play button. Honestly, that seems like such an impossible thing. But like, yeah, that's currently like my biggest goal because that honestly seems like just to get a little recognition from YouTube. You know, I did make a video challenging Susan to a boxing match, but like, come on, like any recognition would be,
remember
great.
that.
I honestly don't know. I unlisted that video because I
Do-
was
do-
scared of Susan. I didn't.
Do you think when you made that video is when your channel came to a halt, Pecan? When you
Yeah,
hit
that's
publish
why
on
I
that video?
took it down. That's why I took it down. I was a little scared she was going to retaliate, but yeah, you know, congrats, man. You're like almost there. Are you gonna, dude? I don't want you to spoil it, but do you have any plans currently for like a milestone video for 50K? Because it's obviously been a
Gosh.
goal for a while. Like,
I
yeah,
don't
probably
know,
have something
dude.
big planned, right? Are you gonna make a second Siren Head? Come on, dude. Just any.
Yeah,
any hints?
I'm gonna make an actual 40-foot tall one this time, boys.
Can you
Ooh.
please summon Siren Head? for
That
your 50K?
might get you in trouble with the government. I don't know.
It might possibly.
Because like there's a limit on how much like nuclear like waste you can create, like how much radiation you can emit from a certain place before the government comes in and like shuts you down and like has to clean it up. I don't know that for any particular reason, but like I'm assuming that like Siren Head being 40 foot tall might be on the similar wavelength. If like you make that, they might come in and just swoop
I
down.
think you'll
and
be
take
alright.
it.
If you have an excuse,
Possible.
like you just say it's a Christmas tree
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
decorate it.
Dude, that would
That
be
one's
my
gonna-
amazing.
tree over there. We're
That's
gonna
just
put
my-
it outside at Halloween time though. Put it out in
That would
the
be
yard.
amazing.
That's gonna be sick.
yeah.
Ooh.
You need to get actual like those siren things. What are they called? That police have and
Oh,
They
like a
don't-
megaphone.
Megaphones.
yeah, megaphone. That's the word. I always forget words when I'm on the spot. Just get two of those and get like the
And just hold them up. Oh, that would be awesome. Dude, imagine you just have it out front of your yard and you just have that playing and just sitting back. You could scar some kids for life if you just
I
like
know.
spook them like that.
Put the
I
candy bowl like right down there, like on Halloween.
You just play like
Wait
actual
for 'em.
sirens out of it. They would be terrified. I remember somebody in my neighborhood like dressed up as like a mummy and stood so still on their lawn that I didn't know it was a person, and I went up to get candy and they jumped at me. And I don't think I've been the same since, honestly. I think that scarred me mentally. So like I think that'd be a great idea if you did that same thing to like other kids in your neighborhood. I think that would really be a hit. Just scar them for life.
I don't know if I
But-
want to scar them that bad, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, you just you scare them and then you just yell through the megaphone, subscribe to Papa DX and buy Dr. Pepper. Honestly.
That might
Oh,
work.
speaking of that, have you so how's the sponsorship coming? Because I know you got a reply on Twitter. Those of you who don't know Papa DX, you should, but like those who you
So,
don't.
and I was so proud. Ever since
Yeah.
that moment,
Yeah,
So
boy.
I've been on the D train, as the kids call it.
I don't know if they call it that. But yeah, our boy here, he's on the road to get a Dr. Pepper sponsorship, and I feel like I feel like they're waiting for you to hit 50,000, and then they'll call you up. I feel
It's
like
gonna happen.
it's
I mean,
yeah.
they
Have
better.
you had any other any steps in the process though? Like, did they follow you back? Did you like write them any letters? Like, or is it
Oh,
anything
I
happened
DM them
since the
every
tweet?
single day.
Day 5003 of DMing
Of
Dr.
DMing
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
It's
If
bound
you
to
ask
happen
for a
eventually.
sponsorship to do with nothing, like if you're asking for something that requires no effort from them, I think that's your best chance. I don't know what that is, but
Just
What requires no effort from them? Like
just
what would they give me if it required no effort from them?
just get them to let you say that you're sponsored by them with no like money.
I think you
or,
just
like,
have
anything
to
like that.
buy like
I don't want their money, okay? I just
I
want
just
them
want
to
the Dr.
proudly
Pepper.
sponsor me.
He just wants the Dr. Pepper. I think that's been established. I think you just need to
It's like
buy so much Dr. Pepper that you have stock
How I
in the
got
company.
Snickers bars to like sponsor me legally, 100% legally.
Don't know if you can claim
Oh,
that.
yeah. So
I
how did you do that?
Don't.
They just started selling clumsy Snicker bars like without even telling me.
Wow.
It,
You didn't get
it
any
was a
sort
pretty
of
good thing to
royalty?
stumble upon.
How long have you had that candy bar in your room? Is it gone bad yet?
I had 19. I brought 19 and now I have one because
Oh
I get
my
hungry.
Feel better.
So-
I can't wait for you to eat them all
They
and
had
get
clumsy
out of this
Snickers
joke.
bars, and they also had ones called like Sleepy and Drowsy. So it was really
Ah.
just luck that I got the clumsy Snicker bar sponsorship.
Lucky man.
I don't know
Yeah.
who Sleepy is or Drowsy, but I
About to make
assume they're other
those
YouTubers.
channels. Yeah, I'm about to make that channel just so I can say I have another sponsorship. Toho, what's your dream sponsorship? Is it that what did you say last
Ooh.
time? It was like a movie company, right? That has your same name. That's probably gonna sue you for that.
This is a bit of a difficult question. Do you know how many videos you've made in your channel's
Ooh.
lifetime?
Yeah, what do you currently at?
Hate? Is that what you
How
said?
ma-
Hate?
How many videos have you made? Like
Oh,
overall?
Not including live streams.
no. Okay, so I think it's probably over 1,000 because I privated 210 of those.
Okay, were those
Okay,
like
okay.
earlier videos or?
So I did this stupid thing where I made 210 videos before I even posted a video on YouTube, and I posted 10 a day for 21 days. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Don't do it.
That is a lot.
don't
Jeez,
do
were
it.
they all Let's Plays or were they just like
Yes.
random videos?
There was,
They're
like,
all just
Part 43 on Dead Space, part 44 on Dead Space, and then I did a whole
Jesus.
Skyrim Let's Play. It was a terrible idea.
Can I
I
see
that
did
is
it.
a ton of
Here's
content.
question.
Can you
Looking
see?
back at your videos, do you have a favorite? Like,
Ooh.
if there was one that everyone should watch before they look at your channel, what would it be?
Oh gosh. See, a lot of my favorite videos are like the skits that we do, not gameplay videos, but there are the occasional gameplay videos that I do really like. But for the most part, it's like the skits that we do, just because I don't know. I feel like I want to go into making like movies one day or something. So that always like, I don't know, really just resonates with me.
Right. It's just something different. I don't know. I feel like the same type of way when like I just make a random video like drawing in MS Paint for 20 minutes or like just, you know, like you said, like a comedy type thing, you know. I don't know.
Eating
I
hot
guess
wings
it's
for like just silently.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
a great video.
Stuff like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like when you get to express yourself like creatively just in like a different way, that's not something you normally do. It kind of stands out more. And I feel like people can appreciate that even though it's not what you normally do. It's like good to see it in a different way, but kind of going back to what you said before, it's like when it's not a part like of a niche or a genre, it's harder for like that type of stuff to like take off, I guess, or like get found. So but like that type of stuff is like, I don't know, not more creatively fulfilling, I would say, but I guess in a way it is. I don't know. But yeah, that type of, so like you said movies, is that like, were you going to go to school for movies or anything, or was that just like, you mean like acting or like?
Directing, writing.
I would
Yeah.
like to direct. I feel like I'd be better off directing because I like to have like my hands on the camera and stuff like that. If
Have you
someone
thought
else,
about
Right.
changing your name to Papa Direct?
Papa directions. Let's get it. I mean, maybe. I like that.
All right.
I
Do you
think
have a
Might be a
favorite
step in the right
director?
direction for like Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
That'd
Dude,
be
what
cool.
if you directed a movie with Shia LaBeouf? That'd be amazing.
That would
Okay,
be-
do you have like a favorite director? It's like kind of like an inspiration for this passion, or
No.
No.
I just want to make a movie one day, basically.
right? Would you like make something like horror, kind of like your channel, or like?
I can make a scary horror movie.
I mean, like with that live stream, honestly, that was like kind of something similar. I mean, like it was like a real life type skit with like you finding Siren Head, right? So I think that's kind of like that'd be kind of cool, something like that, honestly.
Like a
I-
mockumentary.
Right, like a found footage type thing. I feel like those, when they're done right, they can be really really spooky. Like your
And when
like
they're
your
done
live
wrong,
stream was.
I never post it and I never will. I don't know if you remember the Yowie
Oh,
thing that I
Yeah, like that.
recorded about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So do you?
I went
you
out and filmed
recorded-
a documentary, and it never made it to the editing process.
Yeah.
I hate when
Well,
that
it's-
crap happens.
Yeah, sometimes stuff just like falls through the cracks. You just forget about it and like, never sees the light of day. Do you have anything?
Talking about our Twister video.
Yeah, I mean that'll come out eventually, right?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
waiting.
another question for DX, if you guys don't mind,
Yeah. Go ahead.
because what I've wanted to ask you from the start, 44 minutes ago, is
no.
would you like? You don't have to if you don't want to, but do you want to talk us through what happened with the whole Markiplier thing?
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Because
do
we
that.
have to talk about that.
Right.
Okay.
So for you,
Is it,
those
is
of you
it
who don't
just
know,
because he follows me on Twitter? Is that because I got clout now apparently or something?
Yeah.
so do you want to explain real quick before anything, like what exactly happened with it? Like,
So basically, the Markiplier exile thing, I don't know if y'all remember that, but he was signing a bunch of calendars around that time and he couldn't make videos. So he wanted his fans to make videos. And there was only 2 people that got picked through this whole exile thing. And it was me and then this other guy called Call Me Coda. And then basically he picked the video and he posted on his channel. I got like, I guess it was 3,000 in like 2 days or something. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of those people didn't stick around. They were just
Yeah.
kind of there because Markiplier said to go subscribe to me.
right.
But
I mean,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I feel like that like happens a lot with like shout outs, which I think a lot of people don't realize. I mean, like the same thing happened with like Jacksepticeye, like how he said his shout out he got from PewDiePie, like a lot of people came, but like as soon as the initial like bump was over, like it kind of just halted pretty much. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was
Was
pretty
there
cool.
any aftershock of
Um,
like? Because I know with the Awakey stuff that I was doing, you get a massive surge, and then it just like completely dies.
when you go into depression mode.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Did you go through that as well?
Oh, that happens every month, man. No. It's like, I don't know. YouTube is, even like after a big shout out like that, even YouTube goes up and down. It's like a freaking roller coaster.
Yeah.
Whether it's from a Markiplier shout out or like a big video that goes crazy, you always have that point that you go so down and it's like, man, this is rock bottom. We ain't getting up from here.
Yeah.
And then the next month you're balling again.
It's just a bunch of ups and downs. But yeah,
Mhm.
like what was kind of like the process with that whole thing? Like, did he tell you beforehand that he like had picked your video, or did you just like wake up to like a surprise of like being on the channel?
Yeah, so I woke up, my little brother Chewy, he came running in there and he's like, Markiplier posted your video. And I was like, wait, what? I thought he was lying because we were talking about it the night before. And then yeah, he's like, no, seriously, look at this. And I checked my phone, or this was when he retweeted it on Twitter. And then I checked my phone and Markiplier DM'd me and he was like, hey, can I use your video to post on my channel? And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead, man. And then he took forever to respond. And I thought that he wasn't going to respond and I already freaked it up. But I was so worried, dude. I was
Yeah.
terrified.
I imagine
Have
that
you
would be
DM'd
pretty
him
stressful.
since?
No.
But you
I would
have
be
the
like
power.
terrified.
Yeah, but I don't know. What would I say?
I don't know.
Market-
It could be for a 50K special.
DMing Markiplier. Left
That
on
would be
red.
big. I imagine that would be like pretty stressful, like just like having somebody so big and then just like, how do I say something that doesn't like completely mess this up, you know?
Let me throw this out here though. He spells terribly. Okay, he misspelled so many things when he messaged me. I don't know if it was exactly him. Who knows? Maybe it was like his assistant or something.
You heard the
but-
drama here first. DX calls out
Trash
Markiplier.
Markiplier. No, but, like
I just found the title for our podcast this episode, guys.
Could
Sorry,
have been an
that's
Markiplier
engineer.
can't spell
thinking,
with Tom Holland Minecraft.
Yeah, but that probably was like a big shock, I'd imagine. So
Yeah.
what was your sub count at before this happened? Do you remember?
I just hit 10,000.
Oh,
I
you
just put my 10K montage.
Wow. All right. Dang. That's so this was, you said you had another video kind of blow up before this, right? So at this point, how, like, what's the time frame here? Like, how long had you been making videos at this point?
I think it was like late 2017 when the
Okay.
Markiplier thing.
So like about a year, right? You'd say.
It could have been 2018. I can't remember. Somewhere around there.
Dang. All right. All right. All right. So
10K before all that, that's still like a massive accomplishment.
yeah, like if you think about how many channels like actually hit that point, you know, it's still
Like
a
no
pretty big
no one
thing.
can say to you like Markiplier made you from that, because you already
Yeah.
achieved like that level before that happened.
Right.
Right.
Well,
and that's such a
thankfully,
big
like-
thing.
No one really talks about the Markiplier thing anymore, so I'm okay with it.
Right. Yeah, I think you've made like a pretty good name for yourself at that point, because I think that is like a big thing. People have a misconception on like shout outs from, like they think that can like make or break a channel, but like if you shout somebody out, unless like that person is good enough to make the people stay, like it's not going to help the channel like at all. And obviously you've been able to do that and make a name for yourself past that like you've gone from like 10K to almost 50 now. So big props to you. Big
Thank you,
good job. Proud of
But
you,
weird.
Papa.
Too many
Clap for
questions.
Papa.
Y'all are asking me too many questions. This is not okay.
Do you want me to take some of the heat off you? So what
Please.
was it like, Pecan and Toho, for you guys to be in Markiplier's video?
Wait, Toho, you were in Markiplier's video? Wait, what?
Or was that just DX and me slightly?
What? Okay, well, so hold on. So all right.
Are you
So
working?
oh yeah, I guess that was right.
My physical body was on Markiplier's screen for a good 5 minutes.
All right.
Oh, really?
All right. I thought you were talking about the big face marsh thing where the tree with my face on it.
I remember that.
Shout out to Micro Horror Arcade.
Wait, did Markiplier play it and your face was there?
Yeah, he played it and my
Ah,
face
so
was on a
Toho.
tree.
How does it feel being the only one not in a
It was,
Markiplier video?
it was the weirdest
Look,
feeling.
look, I've still got Jacksepticeye on my Happy Wheels level, and I'm happy with that. All right.
All right. It is
Because
weird.
Jacksepticeye played one of your levels, didn't he?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
epic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
have his
pretty-
email.
yeah, proud
Wait,
of
did he like
you,
it, though?
Toho. Did he like the level?
I think he did
Oh,
like it. Yeah.
Proud of you.
It's still
I
there
think-
to stay. You can play it later if you want.
Oh,
Epic, I will do.
proud of you.
I
I
will.
think you've got a bright future in Happy Wheels level creation. I'm looking forward to more, honestly. But it is like it's always a backup there. I think it's a weird feeling though, like seeing yourself in any form, honestly, in another person's video. Like I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
felt that same thing. Like when people played the game that I voice acted, like it was just weird seeing people that I had never met and like they don't know me, like play something with my voice in it. I don't know. I guess that's just like a first time feeling. Did you feel like the same, Clumsy, like with the Awoki thing?
I had a
or-
lot of hate towards me with the voice acting in the remake because of the consistency that my
Right.
character spoke, and Mr. Crow wouldn't change it.
Right. But
Um,
yeah, that's like
There was a lot of hate comments towards my
Yeah.
character, and that was fun to go and read.
yeah, it's
It didn't
always
scar me at all.
it's always
I love
great to
hate.
have hate. Yep. I love it. I honestly love to see it because like at a certain point with like smaller channels, like you get into your own little bubble of like people that just support you. So like when I have people come in and like leave dislikes and like leave actual negative comments, to me, that just means I'm reaching a broader
You're
audience.
getting exposure, yeah.
Yeah, it means I'm reaching people that I normally don't. But it also hurts my feelings to read sometimes. I don't know. How do you deal with how do you deal with hate, DX? Do you have any haters, DX? Do you got any
Who could
haters?
hate this man? Look at him.
I have developed a few haters across YouTube right now with the Siren Head stuff due to the faking video on hunting Siren Head. I get a few dislikes within like the first second of every video I upload.
Drop
now.
their names, and I will destroy them.
I'm pretty certain one of them is named Carlos because he commented and called me a little B word, and I got very upset. Okay,
Dude.
so Columbia, there you go. Go attack him, please.
Carlos, if you're listening, what are you?
Why?
I'll be back, guys.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll be.
Honestly, yeah. Like, I know a lot of people say that, like, oh, you just ignore it, but like, it's hard to not like read all the comments at least and like kind of take it in a bit, you know. But like at the same time, I just try and not let it affect me, even if I like pay attention to it, you know. Like, frick Carlos though, I'll fight him any day of the week. But like, normally when people leave hate comments on mine, I just do the little heart on it, and then
Right.
I feel like that makes them
I do get
more
the
mad.
joy from doing that.
Yeah, it's
Just
But-
leaving hard comments on people's hate.
yeah.
Normally,
But-
they're not even like a good enough comment to even, hate on. It's like they're so stupid half the time. They're just call you a name or something. It's like there's no valid argument in it. So it's like, okay, sure.
I think I'm gonna start leaving like insults on your videos so I know that you'll notice it, DX. I think that's the way. Basically, we found out how to get DX to notice your comments. Just to call him on the page.
I had someone leave like 2 paragraphs on why I'm a bad person on one of my videos.
That's so mean.
And, that one hurt a little bit, but I
Oh.
just love hearted it, and it was all done.
I feel like people just don't realize that we're people sometimes. And I get that a lot from working retail. Like, I feel like a lot of times when I'm behind the counter, people just see me as like somebody to yell at
Just a
because
bag of
something
meat.
went wrong. Yeah. And like, I'm more than a bag of meat. I'm a bag of meat in a suit. And speaking of being in suits, we're wrapping up here. We're getting close to the end. Do you have any final comments, DX? Anything you're working on you want to shout out? Anything you want to say to the people back home?
Dr. Pepper, sponsor me if you're watching this, and watch out for my ritual whenever I summon Siren Head.
Getting
It's
to
coming.
50K. Yes, summoning Siren Head at 50K. Thing confirmed. Well,
When
thank
you get to
DX.
50k, I get one of your hats and wear it in all of my videos.
Yeah,
Do
I'll
it.
order one of the hats. Oh, we should order the hats.
Oh.
Oh, if only
Order
we
the
had
hats.
foresight.
could've
Dang.
I could have sent them. It would have. I had to pay through the nose to get shipping over to Australia, but you know what? I
Yeah.
would have.
Well, either way, thank you, DX, for being our first guest on the Serious
for
Mating
coming.
podcast. Thank you to my
thank
other
you.
hosts. Thank you for listening. And,
Stay clumsy.
the music's coming in. Oh, God.
We're cutting
I'm
the
still
dancing,
dancing.
Pecan.
No, I'm still dancing. Oh, I'm still
I
dancing.
refuse.
Oh,
like it.
I absolutely
I'm
refuse to
dancing.
dance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm renegade.